We tasted 4 peanut butter whiskeys just to see if they're still worth being called whiskey. Welcome to the tasting room. I'm Brian.
I'm Derica.
And this is peanut butter whiskey. I normally like my whiskey flavored, but you know, we've seen all these and I think we tried one. I don't remember which one we tried.
I think we tried Screwball.
That might be why we got the bigger bottle. You can tell we got little bottles because, you know, this stuff gets expensive too. But I don't know. It just feels weird to have flavored whiskey. But anyway.
All right, so our contestants today are...
Scatterbrain, which on the bottle says peanut butter whiskey, has an elephant with sunglasses on. It's awesome. For your nutty side. Screwball, which is a sheep that looks like it's kind of dripping. It's really odd. Screwball peanut butter whiskey to the Misfits, Black Sheep, and Screwballs.
That'd be us.
So they're all kind of being clever with their marketing. And then Old Smoky Tennessee whiskey that just says whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. Well, that's boring. They should have made it mountain made, but I don't know what that means. I don't know. Then we have Sheepdog peanut butter whiskey with a big dog paw print on it, and it's 70 per woof. It says that on it. I think, are they all the same?
I don't know.
35, 30.
35.
Old Smoky's only 30. Everyone else is 35. So, Old Smoky, you're already falling behind. Though, legally, none of these can be labeled as whiskey in the U.S. As just straight whiskey because they have to be 40%. But anyway, so we have 4 glasses. I'm going to start cracking these things open. You know how hard it is to open these little tiny bottles?
So it's interesting reading the ingredients on some of these. Brian might have a slight reaction ill-favorably to one of them.
One of them has dairy?
Yep.
Well, let's hope not.
Old Smoky contains milk.
Really? I'm not even pouring in the whole thing because I don't think we need huge pours. If we need it, we need it.
Sheepdog just says whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. Old Smoky is whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color, contains peanuts and milk.
What do they need to put milk in it for?
Scatterbrain says whiskey with natural flavor and caramel color.
So Old Smoky's the one I got to watch out for.
Screwball just says whiskey with natural flavors.
I do like the bottle for Old Smoky best so far. It feels like a little flask bottle.
It does.
It's very cool. The Scatterbrain is a plastic bottle. So is Sheepdog. I guess when you get the tiny bottles like that, a lot of time they are.
All right, so Sheepdog's this last one, right?
Yep. Want me to do it?
Damn you! Violence is the answer. All right, you're going to pour because
I'm
I know
gonna
you're
pour.
trying to do the...
Yeah, I'm trying to make them equal in
Even.
dignity.
Even Steven.
And save a little bit, you know? Got to do the... I might mix them all together later. I don't know. Haven't decided.
Smells like peanut
It
butter.
really does. So I'm leaving the bottles where they are, but we'll hold up the glasses. Can you hold up the other two? Honestly, they all look, I mean, they're the same.
This one, the Old Smoky,
Old
looks
Smoky
a little paler.
Slightly hazy,
Yeah,
actually.
probably because of that milk.
Yep. The rest are crystal clear. Old Smoky's a little hazy.
All right, so are we going to start
Yep.
and compare and contrast?
This is Scatterbrain.
Are we just doing aroma first?
Aroma, just like always.
Smells like liquored peanut butter.
Get a little whiskey on it. Definitely a little bit of an ethanol burn on the nose. Some peanut butter.
I'm getting more peanut butter.
Sniff your elbow if you want to clear your schnoz.
Size of your
Yeah.
because you can't sniff your actual.
You can
elbow.
try. I would say, yeah, Screwball so far, or Black Sheep. Is it Black Sheep?
What is it?
Screwball.
Screwball.
Screwball definitely has a little bit more peanut butter smell, less ethanol smell, actually. So far, Scatterbrain's a little harsher, whereas Screwball is definitely more on par, what I would expect. Old Smoky. Very nutty. Very nutty.
I think I'm favoring Screwball on the peanut butter smell.
I don't know. Got to do them next to each other.
Ooh, that one's peanut buttery.
You know what? They're very, very close.
I'll try that guy. It's Sheepdog.
Not to be confused with sheep dip. That's a Scotch. Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It smells like dog.
It smells like dog?
It smells like dog. I see why they call it sheepdog. It smells like dog.
It doesn't smell like dog.
It smells like wet dog.
It smells like peanuts. Yeah.
If that's what you think peanuts smell like.
Screwball is my fave on the aroma.
Sheepdog is my least favorite. And Scatterbrain would be next. It's a matter of roast, too. These two seem to have more of a roasted peanut butter, where these two have peanutty, but not necessarily so heavy on the roast. Sheepdog, I don't know. I have serious doubts about it right now. It smells like wet dog. It just does. I'm not getting it. It does. I smell a hint of peanut, but wet dog. So they named it well. Sheepdog.
All right. So which is the lowest ABV? That was Old Smoky, right?
Old Smoky.
Then we should start there.
Why? We should go down the order just like we always do.
Fine.
They're not that different. Scatterbrain, 35% alcohol. Coolest bottle logo, elephant with the shiny glasses.
To me, this one, I know I already did aroma, but I have to do it again because that's how I roll, smells the most whiskey-like.
Yes, it does. It has the strongest smell as far as like alcohol and things like that.
The sensation up front on the palate is very liqueur.
Yes.
It's thick, it's viscous,
It's too much.
I'm not really getting the sensation of whiskey until the back end after I swallow.
It's very sweet.
It is very sweet. It would be a dessert thing. All right, we're gonna have to have water. Do you got your water? You got water, right?
I don't know where it is.
It's right next to you.
Oh, it's right next to me. I got water. I swear we have not been drinking. All right,
Screwball.
Yep.
Do better.
I think the one that we had one time was Screwball.
I think they're all going to be sweet.
Didn't somebody give us one or something? Isn't that how we ended up with it?
Possibly.
I don't think I bought it. We bought these.
I am getting the same tactile sensation of a liqueur, but I'm getting more salted peanut.
Yes.
On Screwball.
More of a roasted salted peanut.
Rather than
it's a richer
sweet.
Yeah, it's a richer peanut butter.
I mean, it's still
whereas this is like the sweet. It's like Skippy versus a really good homemade natural peanut butter.
I am really enjoying the salted peanut butter combo. And it's still very sweet. I think, like I said before, they're all going to be sweet.
You have to remember, I do this under duress. None of these are things that I would choose to drink.
Right.
But so far, I could see me sipping on the Screwball one. My
prediction would be if he continues to drink these, he's going to dilute it with whiskey.
Yep, most likely.
Because none of them taste like whiskey.
Nope.
I was like,
not one.
Why would you do that?
So that solves the question in the start of the video right away. So far, nope.
All right, I'm curious what this is.
They're liqueurs, and I'm cool with that. I don't have a problem with liqueurs. I like liqueurs. Just they so prominently say whiskey on all of them that it makes me really curious. Whoa, that one is the smoothest.
It is nice and smooth. Is getting the lactamel, whatever.
Yeah, that's what it probably is. It has lactose in it as the sweetener. I'm not going to drink a lot of that one. I'll tell you right now. But
it's very creamy in the mouth, but it feels more creamy than like a quart. These were more like cordials or the word that I can't think right now. What was I calling them before? It was liqueur. The first two have more of a liqueur sensation, where this one has more of a creamy sensation. This one actually reminds me of like a warm milkshake.
Yeah.
It's not as sweet as the other two.
No, it's actually not. But it's much smoother. It's not as harsh. There's 5% less alcohol in it too.
It's not as peanut-y.
No, the peanut is not as strong. It's kind of an amalgamation of a lot of things. Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of like a.
I got to say though, I like Old Smoky better than I like Scatterbrain. Scatterbrain you probably saw my face when I tasted it. It's not my favorite. But I'm thinking sheep dip. It's probably going to be worse. Sheepdog. I know, it's sheepdog. I just got to not smell it. Because it smells like wet dog smeared with peanut butter. It just it's not a good thing. Yep, totally. I smelled it again. It smelled, like that almost minerally smell that you can get from like a wet dog sometimes.
Get in there and drink some. You're not gonna like it, but you have to drink it.
Very similar to Old Smoky, except
more so.
The peanut butter is an artificial peanut butter.
Yeah.
Like they're all fake peanut butter. Let's
sure.
just be honest. This one tastes the most chemical.
It has some funk to it. I'm thinking maybe the whiskey is coming more forward in this.
Now, we don't know what whiskeys they use.
Right.
It is entirely possible that like Screwball uses a whiskey that I like, so the underlying tones come through that I appreciate.
Sure.
Whereas others may be using things that I don't like as much. And they say whiskey. They don't say bourbon. They don't say Scotch. They don't say American whiskey. So we don't know what they are.
It could be anything.
Yeah. But I mean, if one of them's a bourbon and another one's like a rye or something, they're going to taste completely different. I have to be honest. I'm not a fan of any of them.
I had to go back to Screwball just to see if it really was my favorite still, and it is really my favorite still. I'm really enjoying the salt note in that one, because when I think of peanuts, it should be
Goosebumps.
It should be salty. Brian's done. You're gonna do the sheepdog? Seriously?
After Scatterbrain to find out.
You're comparing between.
This is my least favorite.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I actually like sheepdog better, as long as I don't smell it. It's bad. It's like bad whiskey with bad peanut butter. Whereas this one is like mediocre whiskey with mediocre peanut butter. That's as good as I can say. Old Smoky is just a touch behind this one to me.
I would say that Old Smoky brings something different to the table.
All right. Now I got my bottom two. Let's do the top two and see which one I like best. Pretty much know which one it's going to be, because one of them I really can't drink. This one. Though I love the bottle. I really do. I love that bottle. I have a fascination with tiny things. I don't know what it is, but like if we walk through the stores and they have like the tiny little skillet.
The little skillet.
The cast iron
that
thing.
you
I
use.
love that.
Basically, it can't even be used
to cook
as
like one egg.
Spoon rest because it's that small. He's like, this is so cute. I'm like, it's great, but what are you going to need to use it for?
That's why I don't have one.
Yes, I am the practical one of us two. Go figure.
Shocking, I know.
Yeah, I didn't want to be this definitive about what I liked or what I didn't like. I wanted it to be more.
We have a winner.
Yeah, Screwball, you done good.
Yeah, it's actually okay. I don't like flavored whiskeys. We've been down this road.
Right. So let's start there. Would either one of us consider this a whiskey?
Not really.
No.
If I wanted whiskey, this is not what I'd reach for. If I wanted a liqueur, I could see me actually reaching for Screwball.
If I wanted an alcoholic peanut butter thing,
I'd want to mix it with something though.
Then I'd be
I don't know
cool with
what I'd
Screwball.
mix it with, but I'd want to put
and
something else with
now
it.
that Old Smoky has put that thought into my head,
Of lactose?
I'm like, ice cream.
Yeah.
Like like a Screwball float.
If I could do dairy. I mean, I just do the non-dairy stuff, but
Sure.
yeah, we have a couple of creamer type things that I could totally put this
But
with, and it
really
would probably taste really
cold, because that has that salt note.
Yep.
The salt.
I could even see mixing this with some chocolate sauce too.
Oh yeah,
Chocolate peanut butter.
that's good eating.
Oh wait, chocolate peanut butter and banana.
Ooh,
That could be really good.
that would be lovely.
So in order, we have
Screwball.
Screwball is number one.
Is the winner hands down.
Old
Followed
Smoky
up-
would be next, and then we have some contention.
It's some contention. You had your concept?
I thought Sheep Dip was last, but I actually think Scatterbrain
All
is
right,
last.
we don't like either one of these,
We're just gonna finish
so
them.
let's just finish it.
I made faces at both of them, but only one of them gave me goosebumps. if you don't know, if you're new to the show and we've never mentioned it, if I get goosebumps from something, that is an old carryover from when I really didn't do a lot of drinking, and if something just rubbed me wrong, I literally got goosebumps and just I'm done. Yeah. Don't want any more of that.
It has nothing to do with the alcohol percentage or anything like that.
It's happened with cider, wine, beer.
It's his visceral reaction to a discordant note that he's just like,
nope, I don't like that at all. And this one did it. So we're going for the bottom two now. All right. I'll just do it.
We know who we think is the best, but who is the worst?
Okay, on the smell, it's like pure ethanol with a mild fake peanut butter.
On
Scatterbrain.
Scatterbrain.
Sheep dip.
Is wet dog, apparently.
Sheep dog. Actually, I'm not getting as much dog now.
Oh, that's good.
I think my nose is just burnt out from all the fake whiskey. It's not as dog-like. The mineral, there's a mineral smell in there. Okay.
I guess being a crafter,
goosebumps again.
Wet dog has a different memory trigger to me than it does to most people. And I attribute wet dog to wet wool. So if you work with wool, you might know what I'm talking about.
I don't like either one.
Well, you definitely didn't like the smell originally of sheepdog.
It improved. I think compared to this one, it improved. I'm going to say Scatterbrain is my least favorite.
All right.
I mean, I'm making that nasty face, and that's not a good thing with whiskey. I almost never make that face with whiskey.
He doesn't. All right, so this is Scatterbrain, and this is sheepdog. I'm going to do the aroma thing. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I never do this.
You got it.
I know. I'm so excited.
It's because usually we've had a lot more to drink by the time you try doing it.
They are kind of similar.
I get a lot more chemical ethanol and a little bit of ode to wet dog.
There's like, really cheap bubble gum that's just like, what the heck? I'm kind of getting that sensation off of Scatterbrain, which makes me sad. And that's that weird simulant where sheepdog to me always smelled vaguely of peanut butter, not of wet dog.
It's a mineral smell that I can't explain.
So I'm going to taste Scatterbrain first.
It's just not good. It's just not good. See, she's making a face now too. You got goosebumps?
No. Crap. Never get goosebumps. So I purposely drank them one after another without cleansing for reasons.
Can I mix them now?
No, not yet. I'm still doing science over here. So there is this weird sensation that my brain is telling me in regards to these specific two versions of the peanut butter whiskey. And that's hot peanut butter. I don't know why that's what my brain is telling me, but...
I'm not sure what you even mean. You mean spicy or temperature?
No, like temperature, like it's too hot. Like it's been sitting in the sun for a while, and that's just wrong for reasons...
I don't know. Hot peanut butter's really good.
Right, because like you heat up peanut butter if you put it on like a sundae or something like that, and that's a thing.
Well, it's hot fudge, but yeah,
you do
hot peanut butter too.
The pourri peanut butter is normally warm. But that is what my brain is telling me on these, which
they have a similar peanut butter flavor, just like these two have a similar peanut butter flavor. It's different peanut butter styles.
And maybe it is that reference to the hot peanut butter that you put on sundaes because it's super sugary.
Sure. And
it's just that warmed up peanut butter, so it's not the nutty, unadulterated goodness that
if you think about
peanut butter is.
Like real peanut butter, it's not sweet, it's a little salty, and it's very roasty, and that's what I get from these two. Whereas these two are like the
super sweet.
The Walmart cheapy, super sweet, crappy peanut butter.
All right,
Walmart is just the term I used. It could have been anything.
It could be anybody. So now I have to determine which one I like the least.
Yep, this is a race to the bottom now.
Okay, the first smell, I got some of this salty peanut butter on Screwball. Second smell, I did not at all. So And this is something that happens when you're tasting multiple things and you're trying
start
multiple
to get
things,
accustomed
going back
to
and
it.
forth and back. You'll get different sensations based on what comparison you're doing, like what came just before.
You know what's crazy? These 2 bottles are the same size. They're both 50 ml. Don't drink it all. I need to mix them so I can make something really gross.
They are so close.
They're
in
not far
flavor
away.
profile that I can't give you a definitive answer of which one I like the least.
Only one gave me goosebumps. That's what I'm going off of.
And that was Screwball.
Yeah. I don't like either one.
But initially, Sheepdog made you
It smelled like wet
have
dog.
visions of wet dog.
That's just... If a liquor smells like wet dog, it's probably not something you're going to want to drink.
I was not getting that. Just want to put that out there.
See now?
This is the Frankenbrew. Frankenbrew.
Save a sip for me.
Smells like peanut butter.
Yep. It actually smells really, really nice. It smells, you know, lots of peanut butter. Good ethanol burn on the nose.
Still really sweet.
Yeah. But that's actually pretty good. So that's what they need to do. All 4 companies just need to get together,
No.
pour all their vats into one, and bottle it.
I disagree. I
Yeah,
would
Screwball
say
is better.
just buy some Screwball.
Yeah,
Forget
Screwball's
the rest.
way better. The Old Smoky, I have to give that, you know, that it's just a touch behind the Screwball, though. It's not far.
It's a different thing.
Yeah,
They're different.
They're different. Yeah, I agree. Wow, that was really interesting.
It was very interesting.
And better and worse than I thought it was going to be.
I'm really glad that the largest amount that we purchased was the one we liked the most, because that would be really helpful.
Yeah, it's almost like we knew.
If we bought this in the larger amount,
We'd be giving it away.
we'd be disappointed right now.
So if there is another beverage or style of beverage like this that you want to see us taste test on this show, let us know in the comments below. I do try to get to everybody's comments whenever I can. And if it's legal and we can find it and you can suggest it on our show,
I'm making a list.
that's right. We will try to get it and do it on the tasting room. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.
Bye-bye.